Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, children. Welcome back to the channel. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here with a recap, review, whatever, for P Valley. Now, P Valley is a show that is new to Starz, and everybody's kind of buzzing about it a little bit. You know, it's a little eclectic, and people are really enjoying it. It seems like I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think I did see a couple of conversations about it out on the World Wide Web, but I wasn't really sure. Like I didn't know. I got the play on words, and then I saw where For Its Rocks did a review, um, and I could only get through like the first few minutes of that review. Um, and I just it was just hard for me to follow along. I know people say that when they watch my reviews for certain shows, they don't even have to watch the show. Um, and I can remember watching For Its Rock Scandal reviews, and I never watched Scandal, but I enjoyed her reviews, so I get that. But I just could not follow. Like I was like, I need to see these people. I got to see these people. And then I had a couple of people in my DM that wanted me to review the show, and I was like, I don't know, y'all, because I usually don't get Stars, which is about $9 a month with tax, um, until Power come on. I get it like the month Power comes on, like the week before the show starts, and then I stop it when Power goes off because it's almost $10 a month, right? Like we're in a pandemic. You can't just be out here throwing $10 away, and it ain't on coffee or vodka. You know what I'm saying? Or shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Something real, like real necessities. You know what I mean? So I one of my honeybees was like, hey, I'll give you some money. I was like, girl, it's okay. It's okay. If you're willing to go that far, I will eat the $8.99 plus tax a month and look at this show, child. I wanted to see what it was all about anyway, and everybody was scuttlebutting about it. So here we are now. P Valley, okay, do you use your brain? Y'all already know what P stand for. This show is set in rural Mississippi. Now, y'all know that my grandparents lived in Canton, Mississippi. And the year that Donald Trump won was my last year visiting with them down there. And so I know all about Mississippi. I know all about Jackson, the whole nine, And a lot of Mississippi is exactly what they showed. Like, uh, yeah, I don't know that it's the poorest state in the union. It's full of black folks and Hispanic folks, and therefore it is not necessarily getting all the tax dollars that it should. Okay, so also being so close to the coast, it is riddled with storms. It's Mississippi, child. So here is one of the few places that they can work. Is a club called Pynk. It's a strip club. And so we've got several leading characters. There's a lot of moving parts. It's just no way for us to touch on each and every person. But I will say this, the Club Pynk has three very main characters, and that is going to be our lead actress, who is played by, I think it's Alarica Johnson, and she plays Autumn Night. And then there's Uncle Clifford, who is played by Nico Anon. And he runs the Pynk, or the Pynk. Pynk is what it's called. And then there's Mercedes, who is like the OG. She's like the celebrity, the star of the strip club, Pynk. And she's played by Brandy Evans. And then we've got a whole host of other characters. We've got your token white girl, which is Gidget. And I know we're going to have a token white man later on, but he's not worth mentioning now. You got Diamond, who is the muscle of the Pynk. He is there to kick folks out, keep men in control, to keep robbery down, that type of thing, And then you got Miss Mississippi. She's a stripper. She's going to be our resident damsel. You got your C Murder, who is a down low rapper with a heart of gold, and manners. Okay. And you got Andre, who looks like he's a photog, a narc. You know what I'm saying? He ops, right? He around there taking photos, snapshots of the comings and goings around the Pynk. Okay. And he's also going to be our resident savior. You know what I'm saying? He going to save a hoe. That's what he's giving me in this first episode. And of course, we got Sister Patrice, who is Mercedes, the Pynk celebrity stripper. That's her mama. And she is going to be our resident heathen, dressed as a saint, dressed as a Christian. But this church that her mama go to, Sister Patrice, is all about that money and all about them tithes and that offering. And they use, judgment and being demonstrative and overbearing as a way to beat the people out of their money. Number one person is Mercedes. Mercedes can't stand her mama. She can't stand that church. She want out of every piece of this life that she living, but she got guilt. She got a lot of guilt. Okay, we haven't unpacked any of that yet. This is just what I am assessing from the first episode. Now, again, like I said, this is set in a strip club, but when we open up, we see that Autumn Night, who we don't know her real name. Now, she did give her real name to Andre, the photog, the narc, the ops, the resident savior hole guy. Later on in the show, she do give him her real name, but I'm going to have to turn my closed caption on to know what that name is, because there's a lot of low points of conversation within this show. Things that are said like in flip and turn underneath, and you don't really, I maybe it's my old ears. My ears will be 50 years old this year. So maybe I need to put my closed caption on, but we don't know her name. It starts out where there's been some sort of flood, a storm of some sort, and apparently whatever was going on at the time of this storm probably saved Autumn's life, okay? Because when we see her, she is weather beaten. She's got cuts. She's got black eyes. She's got cut on her mouth, dripping down, a nose dripping down, and she wading through water, pulling a suitcase out, trying to see what she can find. So I imagine that she probably was 2 seconds away from losing her life when the Lord sent a storm. When he sent a flood. Okay, all right, we're not going to be religious. This ain't Greenleaf. This ain't Greenleaf. I just want y'all to keep in mind, okay, that the Lord is always speaking. He's always showing us something, okay? Okay? Everything bad that happened to you ain't bad for you now. People say a storm is bad, but when you about to lose your very life, when you about to be beat up aside your head to the point of death, somebody got a gun pulled on you, baby. Okay, and the Lord sent a storm, huh? And wash it all clean, baby. Okay. So we see her go through this bag. It's got a few choice things and a wallet, and it's got an ID in it, and the ID look like it could be her if she could get herself freshened up and cleaned up properly. And she get on a bus. Apparently with some money, credit cards in the wallet, she get on the bus. And she heading somewhere. We don't know where. Now, we don't know where she coming from. We do know now where she was going, but she could have been very well going from Louisiana to Mississippi. Okay, she could have been going from the lower part of Texas, which is right next door, to Louisiana to Mississippi. We don't know how far she's ridden in. All right, so she rides in. The bus makes a stop, gives everybody 15 minutes. And I know, I get it, I understand. She's supposed to be the damsel and therefore the subsequent heroine, so to speak. But when we see her, standing there with that suitcase, smoking a cigarette, looking off into the blue, and the bus driver say, young lady, you getting back on the bus? And she just look over her shoulder and walk off. I said to myself, she ain't innocent. She get there, go into the bathroom and dye her hair and cut it and, try to make herself presentable, all of this. I said she ain't innocent. She might have been in a bad situation, but she wasn't like no. She don't give me the impression that she was like, this sweet innocent girl that was attacked by someone. She looked like she might have been in some type of life. May not have been stripping, but she was in some type of life, right? Because she's smoking and the way she pondering it off and the way she got herself cleaned up. And somehow when she get off in this city, she see this pink glow, and she realized this pink glow might be something, you know what I'm saying? This might be something I can get into. So something tells me that she was not necessarily like a 9 to 5 individual with the boyfriend that was trouble, that type of thing. I don't see that. I see that she herself probably was indulging in some particular type of lifestyle, right? So she go down there to the Pynk and she want to get in. She can't get in because she dressed very conservative. Whatever these clothes that was in this suitcase was conservative clothing. And she finagles her way in and is able to get in. Now this our first time meeting Diamond. Diamond, it looks like the bouncer, but see, Diamond got a nasty mouth on him. Okay, as a matter of fact, most of the men in this first episode got nasty mouths. Every woman is a bitch. And they use bitch as adjectives, as nouns, as descriptives, as verbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bitch. If a bitch tell you this, then the bitch do that. If a bitch this, bitch. Who's a bitch? You're a bitch. I'm a bitch. They're a bitch. We're all bitches. Like, it was bitch overkill. I just was like, okay. So, yeah, she's able to finagle her way. We get to see the ladies, our leading ladies, which is Mercedes. We also get to see Uncle Clifford, and Uncle Clifford runs the Pynk. Now, I don't know if he owns the Pynk because there is a man that counts the money and does some other activities on the back end, and it seems like Uncle Clifford may answer or work in tandem with this gentleman in some type of way. Uncle Clifford is clearly a male, and they call him Uncle Clifford, but he's got like a Sylvester P Funk. What's the guy that used to be is the godfather of P Funk? Y'all put it down below. Y'all know y'all my honeybees. My honey lambs always know. You know, he got a Sylvester, P Funk, Rick James, um, what's the one that just passed? Little Richard type feel. He all of these things. He's a whole bunch of things. You know what I mean? He got a full beard. It's etched in a design on his face. Um, he's got blonde hair, pink hair, whatever, but the hair's always laid and glamorous. He's got long nails and stiletto nails, and they're all studded out in diamonds or Swarovski crystals. Um, you know, he's got men's clothes on and females clothes on. You know, he's a whole bunch of things. He's a whole bunch of things, right? Like he's a cornucopia of things. I would say he's kind of like the mother hen of these girls, because we see several instances where he's kind of taking care of them, kind of talking with them, kind of nurturing them, but at the same time they're all bitches and hoes and get your ass up and your bee stings, and he's your quintessential house mother, and all that entails. He's mean, but he's kind hearted, and he's they have, as for as many layers of outerwear, whether that be makeup, hair, clothing, nails, whatever, for as many layers as he has on the outside. I'm getting the impression he has just as many layers on the inside. Although off the rip, he's just giving us, sassy mouth gay, right? We get to see Miss Mississippi, who just came back from maternity leave and from having a baby. And she's the consummate damsel. She's the damsel there at the job. She get hit upside the head, and she trying to talk Mercedes into going out and dancing for her, because she just can't go on any further. Um, she gonna be bringing the baby in there because she ain't got no sitter, and she coming in there with a black eye and a busted lip because a man whipping up on her behind. She come in with her money, and he want to take the money and don't want her to have nothing to say about it. So Clifford gloves up on her. He also got tough love for her too. you know. And we got Diamond, who is, like I said, the muscle. He got old nasty mouth about him, but he got an eye for Miss Mississippi. And I personally believe Diamond ain't no good. I don't think Diamond is in any way a decent guy. Now, that's just from what I can see. And maybe that's why MizHoney ain't never been married. All I'm saying is, he looked like the kind of dude that'll rescue you to kill you. You get what I'm saying? He looked like the kind of dude that will save you, and you look up and you done hopped out of a frying pan and jumped dead over into the flames. Okay? He seemed like he's gonna consume her. He's low key obsessed with her. Now it looks like he want to save her, it looks like he wants to rescue her, but I think he sees a damsel that he can really do what he want to. And I don't know if this little baby she got is a boy or a girl, but all I'm saying is keep your eye on Diamond. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, and then we also get to see C Murder. And when we see C Murder, he pulls up to the Pynk, and he's in a SUV, a Hummer, and they open the doors and all the smoke fall out. He got gold on the bottom and gold on the top. You know what I'm saying? Like plies. And he got a whole group of dudes with him. And he rolling 6-7 deep. He going in there with a whole sack full of money. And they gonna throw money out at the girls. Well, he get to the door with his boys and all his gold and his teeth, and he ain't got no shirt on, but he got a fur vest on with a hood, but no shirt. I was just like, what kind of? Even if they gave us reparations, saints, even if they gave us reparations, children, what we gonna do with it? We gonna set that joker on fire. It ain't but a few of us gonna buy some land. The rest of us gonna be weighing on our backs and on our feet and driving it down the street as it depreciates at an alarming rate. But don't let me digress too far. He get to the door and Diamond's there, and he was like, "Man, you know what? He don't say I'm getting ready to go in the club." And Diamond was like, back of the line." He was like, "Well, you know who I am? I'm C Murder, Little Murder, you know, whatever the names they have." And he was like, "I don't give a blip, 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 blip who you are." And he made a reference. I was like, Anyway, when he said that, Steve Murder and his boys went on to the back of the line. And what was funny was the boys went on to the back of the line and Steve Murder trailed behind them. I was like, anybody could kill him or shank him or fight him or jump him or anything. And all your boys in front of you. It was weird. But they go on and wait to the back of the line and wait to get in, just like everybody else. Because he ain't a member of VIP. Now, you got $4 or $5 grand in your bag. I don't understand why you got to go wait in the back of the line. But okay. Then we see where he get inside the club now. And he's in a private room, him and his boys, and girls is dancing. Now, he in a VIP area. He dancing. The girls dancing all over him. And Mercedes, who is in charge of Autumn Night, is there. Now, let's go back to Autumn Night. Autumn Night goes into this club. They having a dance contest where she can win $50 and a hot meal. Okay? And she goes and she dances. And she's just got an average girl's body. You know, I mean, the girl next door. Still very beautiful girl. Very beautiful body. All the ladies had beautiful breasts. They have what I call my ideal breast, which is when your breasts point like hands up to the sky. Oh, your areolas lean gently towards the sun. Stretch gently towards the sun. I always wanted them kind of breasts. I got breasts that was a little bit more pendulous. But I always wanted that handful. Oh, most of these girls got nice breasts, right? So she go out there and dance, and all the pain and the hurt from her past, she puts it into that dance, and she rolls around, and she just feels good. And the folks go crazy. They love it. And Mercedes is intimidated. Even though she's trying to leave the Pynk. She's trying to make the end of the month, the end of the week, her last day. Now they sad about that because they got Mercedes Monday, Mercedes Sunday, Mercedes Mondays, where she just brings in the crowd, right? Because she's a very rah-rah dancer. Now, she's not like sensual. She's kind of like Beyonce, the Beyonce of dances. You know what I'm saying? She head bump with it, right? She hit that pole hard. Okay? Because she's got a lot of pent-up anger and frustration, and that's what she puts on the dance floor, right? But when she see Autumn go out there and dance, she feel a type of way about it. Even though she want out of this life and out of this world, she got her own dance group and everything that she is coaching and that type of stuff. And she putting all her money into her mama's church. They really laundering the money for her. They kind of washing it for her. You know what I'm saying? So she don't have to put it in through the IRS, I guess. And you know, she got a lot of stuff going on outside of the club. She's trying to get out of this situation. At the same time, she is the HBIC here, so she can't let Autumn just come in and just bust it all up, even though she's not finna be in it for much longer. Anyway, This is also where we get to see where Autumn is not so innocent. Some of the stuff that she is playing back through her head looks like she might have been messed up with a dude that was, a criminal of some sort. She looked like she may have been a part of some sort of criminal lifestyle. That's what it looked like to me. We also get to see where she asked for a job there, and she get her a job there. And later on, we get to see her in her broke down little space, little rental property. And she ain't got nothing but a mattress on the floor, and she got that little meal they gave her, when she won the strip contest. And she got a bottle of vodka, cheap vodka, that looked like Taka. Taka. Y'all know Taka vodka. It look like she drinking old blue Taka. And she drinking out of it, and she's sad, and she goes through her phone and finds a picture of a little girl. Now, I don't know if it's her, but the way she was crying over that picture, it looked like her baby. Looked like her own child. I said, oh, okay, so she's obviously a smart girl, because she corrects one of the ladies when she's in the strip club, and she was saying the name Yves Saint Laurent wrong, and she corrected her, Yves Saint Laurent. And Mercedes notices, she ain't no average Mississippian girl, but at the same time, she don't live her life. So when C Murder come in, and Clifford done made Mercedes take Autumn under her wing, because he need another Mercedes when Mercedes leave, and he need Mercedes to groom Autumn. And they get in there in that room with them 5 stacks or them 4 stacks, and see Murder, and they want Autumn because she looking like Beyonce. I was like, where? First of all, the strippers that they have there are beautiful dark-skinned girls, beautiful brown-skinned girls. The bartenders, beautiful brown-skinned girls. I mean, they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. Mercedes is beautiful. But they also got a white girl there, Gidget. Like Clifford say, I got a white girl, I got a red head, I got, and they got him. Hold that thought. So anyway, Clifford sent Mercedes around there to groom Autumn. Autumn can't quite do it because the men are slightly aggressive. And y'all know she done just come out of getting the mouth busted and a lip busted and all this kind of stuff. So the last thing she wanted somebody grabbing all over her. But Mercedes got to get this money. She got a plan for herself. She's giving a lot of her money over to the church and her mama. We see where her mama has this sort of method where she shames Mercedes and then browbeats her with scripture and all of this stuff until Mercedes gives her money. Like, all pimping ain't on the street. Right? It's a lot of pimping that go on in the pulpit, right? It's a lot of pimps in the church. They ain't all pastors. Sometimes they pastors' wives or they pastors' minions, okay? But they pimps nonetheless. All right? Okay? Oh, this is wrong. But if you got enough money, we're going to make it look like it's right. Anyway, so Mercedes got all these pressures. She see he got this money. She got to get this money. She's trying to get Autumn to get with the program. But Autumn's not there yet. Autumn's still a very newbie. And so Autumn break out and run and leave and all of that. And come Diamond, because Autumn is running out. He got to go in here now and regulate these men, because you don't be putting your hands on the girls. You don't touch the girls unless the girls touch you. Autumn run outside, and that's where she meet Andre. Now, we done seen Andre now. This the second time, because he been skulking around the Pynk in the daylight taking photos of stuff that's been going on while no customers are there and no dancers are there. Okay, so it's some things being moved in and some things being moved out. There's some exchanges happening, and Andre taking pictures of all of this. Well, now he taking photos. He happened to look over and see Autumn run outside, and she looked like she want to throw up, and he walk up and want to save her hoe. And this where she he tells her he works for real estate and he taking pictures of the property and all this kind of stuff. And also, he sees a glimmer in her eye, and she sees he's not a regular person. And, this is a moment where he's supposed to be a possible savior for her. Girl, if you don't fight your way and make your own way in this world, okay, I'm going to tell you something. Hopping from man to man ain't no good. And it don't fix nothing. So, now she done ran out. First of all, see, Murder got an album he won't play. He tried to play it over in the Jaguar room. I don't know what it's called, but it ain't the champagne room. It's the Jaguar room where you can get in there and you have sex, or you know what I'm saying, you can get real graphic in there, right? And he talking about wanting to play his music, and she was like, that music don't make me want to do nothing. It's Buster, forget about it. So at the same time, Autumn runs out. It's a scuttlebutt. Diamond's in there beating folks up. He runs out and wanna Autumn see Murder. I just want to apologize to her. I was like, oh, he's supposed to be a gentleman? Okay, now this is the second time I done seen him kind of give me the opposite of what you would see your average brute, your average knuckle dragger male do. You know what I mean? This is something a little bit different. First of all, he kowtowed to Diamond, and he knew he had money, and you got all these dudes, and you gonna go to the back of the line like without even the slightest bit of fight. That was the first thing. Now you running through a strip club trying to apologize to a stripper that wasn't even dancing for you. And you talking to Clifford, and Clifford say, what you doing? You can't go back here. This for girls only. What you doing? I said I want to apologize. He said, Clifford said, what now? He said, I said I want to apologize and let her know I'm sorry. And Clifford was like, hold on. He pulls him back into another Jaguar room, and it's all blue lights. I said to myself, I would love to have myself a patio with a blue light like that. That's really, I like that. Anyway, he get in there and come to find out Clifford is on the DL. Now, not Clifford. We know Clifford living out loud. But see, Murder is on the DL, child. He act like he looking for he there looking for Mercedes, big booties, and tickle bitties, and that type of thing. And he really want Beans and Weenie. Okay? Beans and Weenie. All right? And, he kind of woos Clifford. He talks real charming to him. I mean, Clifford's a, beautiful, androgynous individual. He's got all the accoutrements. And, minute his eyes drop, see, Murder feel like he got him. Now, ultimately, he really wanted Clifford to play his song when Mercedes come out there and do her OG dance. He really wanted that, but we don't know what else went on in that blue lit room. We don't know. Obviously, he's got proclivities. He's got a propensities, but we don't know. And listen, I don't think he would be no good for Mercedes. I don't think he would be no good for Autumn, and I don't think he no good for Clifford. I'm ready to be proven wrong. But something tells me he all about that music. And he do what he got to do to get that music popping. That's all I'm saying. But maybe he's a lover. Maybe he's a kind-hearted soul. So that actually is our entire cast of characters. The show kind of goes off where it's the end of the night and everybody's headed home and doing their own thing, and Mercedes don't want to have no part of Autumn, and she's being standoffish with Autumn, and Autumn standing outside once again looking off into space, smoking a cigarette. And we see where Andre, the photog / savior, is taking pictures of her. and watching her from afar. So it looks like it's gonna be, kind of like claws a little bit. I I want anything but a strip club. I would have loved to see them be bank robbers. I mean, give us a little set it off tease, or jewel thieves. You know what I'm saying? Or hackers. I would have loved to see them be a group of spies. Something like that. Like, why we always got to be strippers? You know what? It just gives me a little, it gives me a lot of stuff. It gives me a little Idlewild, the way they play the music, how the music bangs and bumps. Like, I do enjoy the dances. I think those are very, very nice. I really enjoy the acrobatics and the physicality of those things. I think they're nice. Again, like I said, all of the girls are beautiful, beautiful hues and skin tones. It's all really, really lovely. Um, and yeah, but it's giving me, it's a little Tyler Perry stage play. Y'all know before he started doing his movies, the stage plays, the way they was set up. Back in the day, you got the stage plays kind of bootleg. Um, Let me see what else is giving me. Players Club is giving me, Holiday Heart. It's just a lot of cliches kind of rolled up into one. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it for y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. Are y'all into P Valley? Are you into these casted characters? Are you into this Clifford character who is positioning himself to be larger than life? I did love the moment where he dresses down from a more feminine character to a more male character and goes into the bank to pay a bill, and it's with another chick that don't have no money behind it. And I was like, so you don't own the Pynk? You paying the property? You paying the rent on the Pynk? Like all this money coming in and you don't own it? I don't know what was going on, y'all. I just don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all put it down below. I think all the same characters could have been incorporated, but with a different type of storyline, a different type of plot, a different type of backdrop. It didn't need to be a strip club. But y'all tell me what you think. Y'all put it down below. And until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.